On this vote, the yeas are 60 and the nays are 40. 3/5 of the Senate duly chosen and sworn having voted in the affirmative. The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
After 40 days of gridlock, the US Senate has voted to break the longest government shutdown in American history, paving the way for federal agencies to reopen later this week. The 60-40 vote came Sunday night after a small group of Democrats crossed the aisle to support a bipartisan deal that funds several key departments and programs. The package would fund multiple agencies, including agriculture, Veterans Affairs, and military construction, for the full fiscal year, while others would receive funding through January 30th, 2026. In return, Democrats secured two key commitments from the Trump administration. First, the rehiring of government employees laid off at the start of the shutdown, and second, a Senate floor vote in December on legislation to extend expiring Obamacare tax credits.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, after 40 long days, I'm hopeful that we can finally bring this shutdown to an end. I don't need to go over all the reasons why it's imperative that we get the government open as soon as possible.
The breakthrough came as mounting economic and logistical fallout threatened to worsen. From confusion over food assistance programs to the cancellation of thousands of flights, as overworked and unpaid air traffic controllers reached their limits. The agreement followed weeks of closed-door negotiations involving Thune, bipartisan senators like Angus King, Jeanne Shaheen, Maggie Hassan, and top appropriators, including Republican Senator Susan Collins. Under the terms of the deal, Democrats ensured at least 8 members of their caucus would support procedural votes to advance the funding bill. While the Sunday vote doesn't immediately reopen the government, it clears the path for final passage and sends a strong signal that the Senate has the numbers to end the shutdown once and for all. However, resistance remains. Progressive senators and some House Democrats have voiced frustration, saying the agreement falls short of their demands to immediately extend Affordable Care Act tax credits. Senator Elizabeth Warren was among those opposing the deal. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries also criticized the plan, vowing that Democrats in the House will not support spending legislation that doesn't address healthcare subsidies. We will not support spending legislation advanced by Senate Republicans that fails to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. Meanwhile, Senate negotiators defended their approach, arguing that securing a guaranteed vote on healthcare later this year is a tangible win for Democrats and the only realistic path forward. Independent Senator Angus King added that while success isn't certain, the opportunity for negotiation now exists. There was zero chance of dealing with the ACA issue as long as the shutdown continued. Now I'd say 50-50, but that's a lot better than zero. The shutdown ending framework also guarantees back pay for federal employees and prevents further layoffs through January 30th. Senator Tim Kaine, who represents more than 150,000 federal workers, said he supported the measure after securing protections against future reductions in force. House Speaker Mike Johnson is expected to brief Republicans on the plan Monday morning. While some hardliners may object to parts of the deal, sources say there's growing confidence enough House votes exist to pass it, provided President Trump signals his approval. And from the sidelines at a Sunday night football game, Trump himself sounded optimistic.
Looks like we're getting very close to the shutdown. We'll never agree to give any substantial money or any money to really prisoners, illegals that come into our country. And I think the Democrats understand that. And it looks like we're getting close to the shutdown ending. You'll know very soon. Thank you very much.
If both chambers approve the agreement this week, the measure would officially end the longest government shutdown in US history, restoring operations across agencies, guaranteeing pay for thousands of federal employees, and delivering a long-awaited dose of bipartisan compromise to Washington.